Hey, what's going on? It's Michelle. So I broke this video down into two parts. Number one, I'm going to share about how I don't book parties to get parties. So weird, but why I don't always focus on booking parties first. So I'm going to share that in this, how I get tons of parties by not focusing on booking parties. And then I'm going to share the second part, which is why I'm on crutches. Ha ha! Last week I did a recording about how I book parties by not booking parties. I know, it sounds kind of weird, but I think a lot of times we get so caught up in trying to book parties that we just can't book anything. You know, we kind of get frozen. And so I was just going to explain to you how I've done it, like how we've built our unit. It's crazy. It's just we're doing really good, but it's how we don't really focus on booking parties first, but we get tons of parties. So I know you'll hear the nationals say, you gotta book parties, and I agree with that totally. But sometimes if you don't have anything on your books, it's really hard to book a party because the person doesn't even know you. They've never used your products. They probably don't want to book a party because they don't know what that is. And so my goal has always been to book just a person, like get a person, give them a facial, let them try the products. So like that's where I start, let them try the products. And then from there, then I play a game that books a party. And so typically what this looks like for me is I would just message someone on Facebook, one of my friends, or I would message a former customer. Or if you don't have former customers, you'd message like your friend and be like, hey, Jessica. And there's a script on my website, MichelleCunninghamOnline.com. You can go to Finding New Leads, and there's some great scripts in there that you can use. There's even my magic Facebook script, which is like, hey girl, I'm building a model portfolio. I need to put together, sorry, let me turn that off. I need to put together a model portfolio with fall looks or winter looks or summer looks, spring looks, whatever month you're in. And I was wondering if you could be a model for me. You know, we basically get to try the products out. We'll give you a quick dash out the door makeup look. We can even take a photo with your iPhone. Let me know if you'd have an interest. And so like that's the message that I send. And so I'm just trying to get one person in front of me so that then while she's with me, she has a lot of fun. She's like, oh my, these products are amazing. I love this. Oh, I look pretty. And then she's like, this is so fun. And then she's like, I would like to do this again. So when you bring up the deal or no deal, it's my little deal or no deal game, which I would grab, but I can't walk and it's like way over there. So I pull out the deal or no deal. Hey, if you want to come back with like 3 of your friends and you want me to show you how to really contour your eyes, I'll show you how to do like 3 eyeshadows and cream, like light. I'll show you how to contour basically. Show you the perfect like cheek color for you, and lips. I'll show you how to lip line and like the perfect shade for you. So I do that at your follow-up appointment. So if you want to come back for that and you want to invite like 2 or 3 of your girlfriends, or 4 or 5, you can vote more if you want. You win whatever's in this envelope. So if you want to be a princess and come back and be like glamour supermodel, say deal. And if you don't want to be a supermodel, then just say no deal. And that's the game. So we'll go around and say deal or no deal. And so that's what I do. So and I forgot to say this, when she does come over, like the day before or 2 days before, I'll say to her, you know what girl, I was just thinking, I have to do 100 this month. You can say 30, 40, 50, whatever you're planning, whatever your goal is. But I say I've got to do 100 this month to stay on target for my pink Cadillac, stay on target for my first car, to become the youngest girl driving a free car, to go to my trip to Nashville, whatever, insert whatever in there. But so I say that, and then I say, if you want to bring 2 or 3 friends with you, you totally can. So a lot of times that initial facial, she's going to bring 2 or 3 of her friends. It's not a party. She's literally just bringing some friends with her. And what that does is it exposes me to, 3, 4 more people that we play the referral game, my fabulous referral game. We play deal or no deal. I share the opportunity, and potentially I sell products to these people. And so as long as I've accomplished one of those 4 things, I've moved my business forward. And so that is how I've literally built my entire pink Cadillac business, is just doing that, focusing on one girl, getting her to commit to a date and time, and then throwing in the idea, hey, maybe bring a friend or 2. And then from those friends, when they realize they like you and you're fun and you're normal and you're not pushy and you're not like, wacko, they're like, I want to come back. And then you play deal or no deal, and they're like, dude, totally doing it. That's going to be so fun. So anyway, that is how I roll. That's how I've done it. All right, see you later. Bye. Hi! Oh my gosh, this is so exciting! I have plenty of time to make videos. You know it. There's a story right here. This is awesome. Like, I've never gotten to use crutches my whole life, so I feel really blessed that I finally gotten to use crutches. So I get to use them all week, which I'm really excited about. I went running yesterday. This is funny. I went running, and I was like, said to my nanny, I'm like, okay, I'll be back in like 15 minutes. I just wanted to get like a fast run in. I was just like on a mission. So I go fast running. Oh, funny story here too. I know. I only have one earring in because I was like, I just kind of want to look a little cute in my video, and then the other one's missing the hoop, so now I only have one on. So if I go like this, okay, it's funny. Anyway, so I go on my fast run, and as I'm running, like on the final stretch on my way home, and then I roll my ankle, like roll it to the side, and I freeze, and I'm like, ooh, you know, like hurt, and I stood there, and there's these two little kids, like a 3-year-old and a 4-year-old, and they're looking at me, and I was like, pull it together, Michelle, they're looking at you. So they're like, hi, lady, hi, and I'm standing there, I'm like dying, I'm having a moment of dying, and I'm standing there, I'm like, hey kids, hi, and I was like, okay, maybe I just gotta pull it together, just run home. So I decided to run home, so I'm like, it's fine, I'll get through it, and the pain kind of goes away, so I'm like, dude, I'm fine, just a little roll, you know. So then I take Brady to a farm, which is why I posted pictures yesterday at the farm. We're like at a farm, and we're playing, and we pumpkins and the whole cute thing. I posted pictures on Facebook, and then like as I'm walking, there's like shooting pains like going up my leg, and I'm like, dude, that's not good. Then I get in the car, and then my leg is like throbbing, and I'm like, so annoying. So I call the doctor, and I'm like, hey, I just don't really have time, you know, for like an ankle sprain or anything. So I don't think it's anything, but it's just kind of hurts a lot, you know. Is it okay if I just kind of wait it out a few days? And they're like, listen, it's really susceptible to being like fractured, and if you were to like do a little twist, you could really break your leg, and so it's probably better you come in just so that we can get to you. And I'm like, oh man, all right, so I'll come in. So anyway, I go to the urgent care, and I go to step out of my car. I'm on the phone with the consultant. Like, we're talking about her dreams, her goals, what she's going to do with her life, her vision. You know, I'm like, girl, yeah, you got it. I'm like, okay, you know, I've got an appointment I'm walking into. And I go to step out of my car onto my foot, forgetting, like, my foot is, like, you know, essentially broken. And I step out, and I literally almost fall over. And I was like, oh, dude, not good. It's not good. So I'm talking to her. She's like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, you know, my appointment that I'm going to, I'm so sorry. I didn't tell you because I didn't want you to be worried. But, you know, I'm walking to urgent care because it's going to hurt my leg, and, like, you know, it's just not a big deal. I'll be fine. So, anyway, I hang up with her. I'm standing in the parking lot, and I can't walk. Like, I can't walk. I'm by myself, and I'm laughing, and I'm like, oh, gosh, this is awesome. So, I call inside the building. I'm like, can someone, like, this is so silly, but could someone, like, roll a wheelchair and come get me because I actually can't walk? So, anyway, this lady comes rolling out, and I start crying. I'm not a big crier, but I start crying because I feel, like, helpless at this moment. So, she rolls her thing out, and she comes up to me, and you know, I'm sitting in the trunk, hatch back open. I'm just sitting there like, just crying little girl, you know. So she puts me in the car, and then we go to shut my trunk, and bam, she goes, oh my gosh, you're so, and I was like, yeah, just, right now, I'm sorry, I'm just a little bit of a mess, you know. Oh my gosh. So anyway, she rolls me in. I go to see the doctor. They send me for x-rays, the whole 9 yards. And the x-ray comes back, and they're like, oh my gosh, there's actually nothing wrong with you. And I'm like, yes, awesome. They're like, it's just a really bad sprain. And I was like, okay. They're like, can you walk out of here? And I was like, no, actually, I can't walk. So they're like, okay, you get crutches. And I was like, yes, never had crutches in my life. So anyway, my phone dies while I'm there at the urgent care, which is even funnier story. So my phone dies, and I'm like, oh dude, now what? I don't even know anyone's phone number. Like, the only phone number I know is my husband, so I try to call him, but he's golfing, which means like, hello, I'm not gonna talk to him for 5 hours. So then I'm like, I know my home phone. So I call my home phone, call my nanny. I'm like, hey girl, start crying again. Like, get it together, Michelle, but I cry. I start crying, and she's like, what's wrong? You know, I was like, I just need someone to pick me up. So she calls Pink Cadillac Maggie, who's my good friend. So Pink Cadillac Maggie lives down the road. She comes to pick up Pink Cadillac Michelle, which is what we're laughing about. So she rolls in, and the second she walks in the door, it's like I've seen my long-lost mom, you know. She walks in, and I just burst into tears. I'm like, oh, thank you so much for saving me. My foot's hurt. I'm like, come on, Michelle. In my head, I'm like, you're fine. Stop crying. But you know when you're crying, and you're like, you can't stop crying. So that's just going down. So then we decide, while I'm crying, let's take a selfie with the hot doctor. So we took a photo with the hot doctor and with Pink Cadillac Maggie, and then we posted it on Facebook. So I thought that was funny. But then I look at it after, and I'm like, my eyes are like puffy because I'm crying. So anyway, she rolls me home in her pink Cadillac with my new pair of crutches. So I get to sport these for like, I don't know, I think maybe a week. I don't know, I can't walk on my foot. So this is exciting. So this is my new adventure, but they told me I'm supposed to rest, and I'm like, oh, right. So then I'm like, dude, I'll make videos. Oh, did you twist your ankle?
Yeah, and I twisted at the farm, and I was walking, and then I twisted. It went twink, it went
Really? And did it hurt?
Then I had 2 kids look at me.
2 kids were looking at you?
Yeah, or 5.
Oh. What did you do when the kids were watching you after you hurt your ankle?
see that ankle or that ankle, they both hurt.
Oh, so we're
And
so...
I go in that one.
No, Mama's got the hot water. Mama's in the hot water. You're in the cold water.
Yeah.
So is your ankle feeling better?
No.
How do you walk around now?
I can't walk around. So I have to grab those. I need to get more crutches.
Oh, so you have to use crutches now?
Yeah.
Huh. Brady's in my bucket of water that I was soaking my feet in. Brady, what are you doing?
I'm baking in here.
Look at you all wet. What are you doing in that bucket of water?
I'm cooking.
You're cooking in a bucket of water?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, your pants are certainly very wet.
No, they shouldn't be dry.
Oh, they are?